Expand the middle class, and we also have a somewhat related question on state-owned banks.
Okay, state-owned banks. Great idea. We used to use them in the past. It's certainly something I would be willing to entertain, but I'm not going to go into any more detail on that because I'm far more interested in how we can bring jobs to the middle class. And really at this point it is about bringing this money that's accumulating at the top and not coming down into the main street economy, from consumers to small businesses, from wages to products. That's where we need the motion, and this is where, again, we need to look at some tax reform to bring our corporations to stop thinking short-term stocks the way they pay their CEOs and start investing in America and American workers. One of the other things we have got to do is look at the banks that are too big to fail. And from my perspective, if a bank is so big that its failure would threaten our national economy, then it is a national security vulnerability and it needs to be treated as such. That means tighter oversight, and that means an end to the shameful practice of letting these banks get away with fraud or criminal activity and pay no price except for a small cash penalty and no one goes to jail. It is wrong.
Yeah.
I also support state-owned banks, but like Evan said, we need to get our hands around the whole federal banking system. I support Senator Warren's efforts with the Glass-Steagall Act, the new Glass-Steagall Act, to reform our banking industry and separate the commercial and security firms, because they are too big to fail. And it is ridiculous that you have, I read some story about teachers that went to jail for cheating, but you have bankers that collapse the whole system and nothing happens. Well, we need to send a real cop to Congress to put some handcuffs on these bankers. Okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good line. That's a great line.
But going back to expanding the middle class, and I touched on that before, and that's one of my priorities. Like we said, Social Security and Medicare, helping the veterans. But really, it's about raising the minimum wage. A family that works full-time should not have to worry about one car repair or one medical emergency to send them into bankruptcy. That's not what America's all about. We need to get the American dream back for most people. And also, like I said, college, making college affordable. I got 4 kids. I mean, that cloud follows me around about saving for college. I'm a middle-class guy. We need to do some serious traction on that and have a plan to support our college students and make college free. That would help middle